Welcome back, Teach a Man to Fish channel. Today's edition is going to be Italian meat, venison, done in a pressure cooker. Pressure cooking has become a bit of a lost art in my generation. We're just now discovering it.
My cooking is now done in the modern manner, by pressure cooker.
With the popularity of Instapot entering the scene in cooking nowadays, it's evidence that this is a growing movement and interest in what was 30, 40 years ago was a standard method of cooking. Italian meat done in a pressure cooker. All of the meat in this recipe is going to come out of a deer ham, but in actuality, you could use any roast, beef roast, chuck roast, any of the other roasts that you'd like in order to make this recipe. Now that we have that hind quarter cut out, our objective is to get that meat cut into the strips. You can see that the grain of this meat runs in this manner. Well, I don't want strips of meat that long. When this breaks down, it'll break down into strips. So for my sandwich, I actually want strips about that long. So where you see the grain in that meat running, you'll want to cut that against the grain into the length of strips of meat you ideally want for your sandwich. And again, here you can see the grain in that meat running this way in this roast. We'll cut that. It's a little frozen in the center there. That's not a problem. It'll definitely cook through that. So now I will have strips of meat that long for my sandwich. That's the meat, all prepared. You're going to love how easy the rest of this recipe is. So on top of the meat, all you've got to have is mushrooms that you'll slice, diced tomatoes, Italian, seasoned. Basically they have basil, garlic, and oregano inside the tomatoes. Just a touch of better than bouillon beef bouillon. Sliced pepperoncini peppers, and 1 packet of Italian seasoning, dressing mix. Let's go ahead and assemble all this into our pressure cooker. Now we'll go ahead and add in our meat. 1 cup diced tomatoes. 1 can of pepperoncini, undrained. 1 package of Italian dressing mix. Teaspoon of beef bouillon. I'll mix it in there a little bit. It'll spread around. And your mushrooms. Doesn't take a whole lot of liquid going in. A lot of that will come from both your pepperoncini pickling sauce and the mushrooms, as well as the meat juices that will drop out of the meat. From there, simply onto the stove. While that's heating up on the stove, I'm going to go ahead and throw together some zoodles made out of zucchini for a side dish. A bit of olive oil and some butter. Go ahead and throw those vegetables in.
How does it work? In an open pan, water heats only to boiling, or 212 degrees Fahrenheit, and then turns to steam, which goes off into air. Cover or close the pan, and the temperature rises quickly. This is the basic principle involved in pressure cooking. Here's how it works in a pressure cooker. Very quickly, the boiling point of 212 degrees is reached. The air is expelled through the vent pipe in the cover. Steady flow of steam that all the air has been expelled from the cooker. This is the time to put on the indicator weight. Once put on, the indicator weight is automatically clamped in place and cannot fall off. The temperature keeps rising rapidly, which is the reason cooking takes less time than an open pan cooking.
Okay, looks like the pressure's almost off. We're gonna go ahead and help it along a little bit. That'll take the pressure off, and right in there, that seal will drop off like it just did. Now, let's take a first look. Oh yeah. So now what we will do is shred that right in the juices. See that? Shred that right into the juices. Look at that. And meat will pick up more of that juice and flavor.
Any and all meat dishes as much as 4 hours by ordinary cooking. From 5 minutes to seldom more than an hour by pressure cooker. For such dishes as beef stew,
And an Italian beef or drip beef, whatever you want to call it, whatever kind of sandwich is supposed to be messy with this juice. No effort. All right, let's go ahead and put a sandwich together. I like to carve out a little. I think you get more meat in if you carve out a little bit of that bread. A couple of slices of cheese. Make sure I get plenty of those mushrooms and peppers. Again, it's good if it's messy. Oh, that's hot. There it is. Italian beef slash venison. Italian beef drip meat made from venison. We also have a bowl here for dipping. There's a lot of flavor in that sauce. And ready to be eaten. Here we go. Oh yeah. That's good. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click like, subscribe, and share. Come on back for more. I know I'm gonna have some more. Let's go ahead and get started. Italian meat in a pressure cooker. Italian meat.
but this important truth must be recognized. Pressure cooking is a new way of cooking, not just a quick method of cooking in the old way. Therefore, in order to use it to best and fullest advantage, it does take some study and practice. Those of you who look forward to owning your first pressure cooker, and those of you who already own one but allow it to remain stored away in a closet or cupboard unused, must remember this. No one can expect to become an expert at this new way of cooking in one easy lesson.
And so to dinner. A big, fine-looking meal that took less than an hour to cook, from beginning to end. Carol was a little worried, and frankly, so was I. So so much depended on what Mr. Bartlett said. We all waited for him to make the first taste test. But as it turned out, we had nothing to worry about. Mr. Bartlett was sold. As for me, well, I was sold even before I tasted a thing.